What is going on, guys? I'm back once again. I know I'm a little bit late again. I'm sorry, dude. I went to go play basketball, so my hair is all fucked up. So I got a beanie, good old Nuggets beanie. So basically, with the Celtics game, it was just not a good game overall. It was I don't really know how to say it. It wasn't like they did a lot of fuck ups or anything like that. It was just more like, well, one, Boston was hitting, so there's that. MPJ, for like the first time, didn't really have that great of a game. No, Murray was pretty average, kind of what I would expect him to be from the jump. So yeah, like those 24-point games and shit that he's been having, I don't expect those. Like, I expect him at the beginning to be like 10, 12, 14 points, and that's pretty much around what he got. KCP was starting to catch fire. I also noticed that it'd probably be easier for me just to talk about points I want to talk about, and at the end show you replays of videos that I want, or clips that I want to talk about. So yeah, those are the big things, man. It's just they were hitting threes, like they were doing a lot of shots. There's also a lot of lack of defense on our side, and that's kind of a point that I wanted to talk about, was that I'm kind of afraid for Denver for their defensive capabilities. Like they're not doing that great. Like they're outscoring their opponents because they have so much offensive firepower, but their defense is not, I want to say, like deep playoff run material. And I see comments on their Instagram from people saying like, oh, it's just Jokic like trying to, like, you know, get everyone in chemistry. You guys got to relax. We're only 10 games in, blah blah blah. And they have a point that it is still early in the season, but it's still kind of alarming. It's kind of like the Warriors. How the Warriors are like really, they're like not doing that great right now, and everyone kind of expects them to, you know, get there, but it's still alarming. Like it's how it is with Denver. Like their defense is kind of like, it's kind of sus. It's not quite there, and it makes me a little bit nervous because I don't know if they're gonna be able to pick it up. Just like, oh, playoff time to take it up a notch. I don't think Denver's that team. So what I'm seeing right now in the regular season usually translates to the postseason with Denver, and it's making me nervous to see it because I need them to clean up on the defensive end. Like there's just, yeah, teams are scoring a lot of points, and Denver luckily has been able to score more points. But with teams like Boston that are good on the defensive end as well, they need to step up their defense. That's just how it is. Like that's how it's going to be in the playoffs. It's going to be good offense and good defensive teams, and like the Bucks too. And it's just Denver needs to do something about it because they're not doing a lot about it, and their defense is not great. Even with KCP and Bruce Brown, it's just, from what I see, it's like good individual defense, but as soon as it starts to be like, I don't know if it's a communication thing on their end, because I'm seeing a lot of bad type matchups. I have a couple examples I'll show you in the highlights that I want to go over, because there are some where I'm just like, dude, like, why aren't you switching, or why are you switching, or why isn't anyone covering him? Why are you guys like just falling asleep? Like it's stuff like that where they need to be more aware. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like they're not as aware as I would like them to be, and it's kind of alarming. But anyways, let's get to the clip so I could break it down for you guys here. So I'm just gonna let this play out for you guys first, and then I'll kind of break it down here. So here we go. All right, so let me try to break this down. So Jamal Murray points to Michael Porter Jr. saying, hey, watch that guy, right? So he's watching him, and then it looks like they're in a 3-2 zone. Murray's kind of in no man's land. I'm not too sure what he's doing right here. And then MPJ sees that Jason Tatum's in the corner, moving up to the wing. So he decides to go up to the wing to get Tatum, but that leaves Thornton at the bottom right there for the pass and the bucket. So initially, I kind of wanted to blame this on Murray because Murray tells MPJ to go down low, but you're leaving Jason Tatum wide open. So I initially wanted to blame Murray on this play, but then I realized they're doing a zone for some odd reason. It didn't work, obviously. So it just kind of like, it might actually be MPJ's fault on this one, because he should be staying between Thornton and the basket, and he should not be leaving them open. It's not Jokic's fault. KCP for some reason kind of goes down to the bottom corner and they switch to a 2-3 zone. But yeah, it's just one of those defensive things where just, I don't know if it's Michael Porter Jr. not communicating, because yeah, I don't think he should have went. He's way too far out. MPJ is way too far out on that play at the end. So There's one defensive breakdown that, like I said, it's pretty easily avoidable. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just little defensive mistakes like this that they shouldn't be making. So yeah, there's the first example. The next examples, honestly, they're gonna be a Jokic baby. Problem is that he's missing layups like that. Let's be real. Jokic last season, that's automatic. And that's what I've been kind of saying. Like, I'm kind of worried about Jokic because he's missing some bunnies that he usually hits. And it's kind of concerning because that should be automatic for Jokic. I don't really care who you are. Like, that's an automatic bucket for Jokic. So, yeah, just a little bit alarming. The second one is going to be the same thing. So, I got this one running again. But the second one right here, this one's even easier than the first. Like, look at this. Create space. That's literally just a finger roll layup. I don't understand how he missed that one. And it's just concerning because he's missing a lot of these gimmies. And it's just making me uncomfortable, man. Like, right now I have more faith in his mid-range than I do in his layups. And I shouldn't be worried about that. This next play, dude, it irks me. Look at Smart. Oh, dude, he's like, I don't want to call this a bitch move. I don't want to call him a bitch for doing this, but I was really close. But it's such a hardcore fucking flop. Like, it disgusts me what he did right here. Like, there's no way he should have fallen. Like, yeah, Jokic grabs him, but look at him. Like, Jokic grabs him and just falls to the fucking ground. I'm like, bro, you would not be falling. Like, look at this face. At this face, you would think that Jokic is physically penetrating him right now. Like, he is like a child screaming, looking for help from his parents. Like, and then he looks around like, oh, am I going to get rewarded for this? Like, dude, that irked the fuck out of me. It's such a bitch move. I have more respect for Marcus Smart than that, but it is such a bitch move. So on this one, we're going to have another defensive breakdown. Looks like we're doing another 2-3 zone, which I get it helps with the 3-point shooting. But goddamn, Jeff Green, stay awake, dude. Like, look at this. The Celtics player up top literally just cuts right behind you. Like, Jeff Green's eyes are glued to the ball. And I'm like, bro, how, like, look at this. Just falls asleep, whoop, easy pass, layup, in. Like, it's just defensive breakdowns like that. Like, it's just, dude, it's such a simple play to stop. Just pay attention. Literally, just don't fall asleep on the play. This play physically hurts me to watch. Like, dude, just look at this. So White drives in. This guy misses it. Shortest guy on the court gets the rebound. Okay, cool. White drives in, misses. Okay, whatever. You got 4 white jerseys there. The smallest guy on the court somehow gets it to White. I don't know how. I'm like, okay, whatever. Shoots a 3, misses it. I'm like, all right, cool. Got the rebound. Falls asleep and does that. The dude, like, here, just listen to the announcers real quick. Here you go.
Their gear, their next gear if they can. Cornette. And Pritchard, the smallest man on the floor. Another miss. Nuggets got it clear. Wow.
Have to finish those defensive possessions with the box out and a rebound.
Hauser for 3, missed it. Nuggets got to start. Oh, and look at that. That's a timeout, folks.
The announcer, no joke, had the same response I did. I was like, wow, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm sure if you could hear him uncensored, he'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like I said, smallest guy on the court, gets the rebound. White misses a layup, like dope. And then you got 3. Oh, dude, it just, like, come on, guys. Like, this is what I mean. Like, shit like this should not be happening. Get the rebound. And then DeAndre Jordan falls asleep. He just gets lazy with it. And that just kind of goes to show that, like, you could pretty much hang with them if you just, like, the smallest guy on the court, right? He's just out hustling. That's all he's doing. He's literally out hustling our entire team. Literally our entire team, maybe except for Christian Brown because he wasn't really in there. But everyone else, he's just out hustling everybody. And it's just, oh, dude, it is ridiculous. I'm like, guys, how do we not get that rebound? Like, it's concerning. It's just look at, oh, dude, just, it hurts my heart. It just hurts my heart. This play is going to be another defensive breakdown. I want to pause right here for a minute because you see Jokic. He is pointing to Jason Tatum. KCP, get him. That is your guy. Because the guy up top is Al Horford. That is Jokic's guy. So Jokic is pointing to KCP to get Jason Tatum. That's your guy. Jokic is going to go back to Al Horford. But for some reason, KCP does not go up to Jason Tatum. He stays on Al Horford, which, dude, that guy was hitting. But KCP needs to step up to Jason Tatum. That is your defensive assignment, not Jokic. So Jason Tatum comes up, Jokic is kind of confused, shoots and hits a three. Jokic is like, bro, what the fuck? Because once again, KCP needs to step up to Jason Tatum. I don't know why he's going to Al Horford. That's Jokic's guy. Okay, so y'all can't say that I am not fair because on this play, I'm not trying to piss off Boston fans with this video with the Marcus Smart stuff and all that, but on this one, at first I was like, bro, like, how is this a foul? Because I didn't see that he undercut him. I don't think MPJ did it on purpose. I really don't think he did it on purpose. However, it is a foul. You need to let Jason Tatum land. Jason Tatum is not doing any, you know, unorthodox kickouts or anything like that, unnatural movements. It's just a straight up jump shot. And MPJ, I know he didn't mean to, but he does undercut him. And it was just a foul, you know? It was a clear foul. You got to protect the player because that's what happened to Kawhi Leonard. So I 100% agree with that call. There's nothing really to argue about. The only thing I didn't like was a flagrant foul call. I don't know what the actual ruling is for this kind of thing. I don't like it just because it's my team losing a point, but I can see why they do it. They got to protect the player because they don't want another Kawhi Leonard situation to happen. So I 100% get it. I personally it was a flagrant for my team, so I didn't like it, but yeah, you got to let him land, man. Jason Tatum needs that space. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if you look at this, like, yeah, no unnatural movement, basic jump shot. MPJ is just kind of in his landing space. Like, there's really nothing to argue about. It was pretty obvious foul on MPJ right here. So now that I said I'm not trying to piss off Boston fans, you might get pissed off with this one because I'm about to attack Grant Williams because this play just pisses me off. And my apologies, I thought his name was Thornton for some reason. It's not. Grant Williams apparently is his name, number 12. So let's just get into this clip. So Aaron Gordon sees the time, they're like letting the ball roll, so he just has to run up. Williams right there. Okay, so at first look, like, what the fuck, Aaron Gordon? Like, I don't know why he did that. But if you look at it on the replay, bro, Williams slides in front. Look at it, he slides. He takes a step in front. He sees Aaron Gordon coming. He steps in front. It's such a flop and such a bitch move. Like that. Like, I wouldn't call Marcus Smart a bitch for what he did. You know, it was a flop. I don't like it. But this one with Williams, that's a bitch move. Like, what a bitch, bro. That pisses me off. I hate that. Like, he legit takes a step in front of Aaron Gordon. He sees Aaron Gordon coming. Look at it. Slice to the left. Oh, God. I'm struck. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? And that was a flagrant. That was a flagrant one on Aaron Gordon. It's like Aaron Gordon even tries to run to the side to get around him, and this motherfucker still steps in front of him. So that really, dude, that irritated me. And Boston fans, you know, if someone on the other team did that to your guy, you'd be pissed too. Because if Grant Williams would have stayed put, he wouldn't have got trucked. But he fucking moves in front of him, and Jason Tatum's like, yo, bro, what the fuck? I get it. He's your teammate. Defend your teammate. But this son of a bitch fucking slides over, dude. Like that. Oh, dude, that irritated the fuck out of me. Like, that was such a fucking flop. Even like, well, the Denver Nuggets announcers were all like, oh yeah, that was such a flop, blah, blah, blah. Because it was. This guy literally slides in front of Aaron Gordon, sees him coming, slides in front of him, and then falls over. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. That is just, oh, dude, I hated that. I was like, I have no words. I hate that play. I hate that. I hate how Williams did that. It's such a bitch play. But it's going to be it for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.